Welcome to Hya Journeys. We are Michael and Tiana, coming to you from stunning Wanaka, New Zealand. We're here to share our story, inspire yours, and show you what it means to live your higher life. Join us weekly for an inside look at the ups, the downs, and the behind-the-scenes moments of building our wellness brand. This week, we say goodbye to the North Island and return to rainy Wanaka. Michael speaks about juggling life, working in hospitality, and the toll on his physical and mental health. We help facilitate a day of wellness at Lake Hawea Station with Lauren Roxburgh, sharing breathwork, ice baths, and connection, resulting in transformative shifts in the participants.
Me is coming through this time for months.
Welcome to Hya Journeys.
So we're in beautiful Whangamata, up in the Coromandel in the North Island of New Zealand. We spent the last few days up here at one of our beautiful friends' weddings, spending some time with Tiana's family. And now we've got a couple more days and we leave back to, I think it's actually sunny Wanaka, so it should be good. Recording myself in public is going to be a challenge that I would like to try to overcome. Recording myself in situations that I would like to record the memory of with friends or family, or even in public. I don't really care about what anybody thinks, but there's always that thought in the back of your head that's scratching. Never kind of goes away. Getting a few eyes from the locals as well. Hi everyone. So since the wellness business is still not exploded yet, I do work a few evenings in hospitality. So this is the restaurant that I work. I've been here for the last 3 years. I really love it, besides late nights I would say. The staff are amazing, the customers are awesome, and I just love yarning to people. So until, you know, the wellness business, until Hya starts being extremely profitable, I'll still be working here. I think even when Hya is extremely profitable, I'll still be working here, to be honest. I really enjoy it. But yeah, wet and cold today. Hopefully it's not too busy. They said they did 101 covers last night, which a busy night's 80, so yeah.
I previously worked a suit and tie job and my mental and physical health were being severely affected. But working here, I find I don't take my work home and it gives me more energy to give back to myself and Hya Wellness.
So it is very cold, wet and windy here in Wanaka. So yeah, the lake is getting really nice and full, but the last few evenings I've been working some really late nights and it hasn't been the greatest. I find after like 10:30 at night I'm just wiped if I work any later. But you know, it's all about the journey. I quite enjoy working on Hya in the daytime and then in the evenings working at the restaurant. I don't think I could bring myself to work a job during the daytime and then try to work on something in Hya in the evening. I think I would just be done with being on the computer. So working the hospitality job actually is a blessing. So I'm stoked that I've been able to find that balance for as long as I have. But tomorrow we've got our Lake Hawea Station wellness event. So with that, we're a small part of a bigger providing. So we'll try to film as much as we can, but there's no guarantees. But it will be at Lake Hawea Station, who we've worked with through maybe 3 or 4 different sessions. Amazing people, amazing place, and yeah, super excited. Bit of breath work, we'll get the ice baths going. Today I think we're going to plan the flow a little bit, organize the music, get everything kind of ready. T's at work in the daytime, I'm at work in the evenings, so trying to juggle that before an early start in the morning. We've got to grab some ice in the morning. Yeah, so lots of little bits and pieces to plan. Go see Tiana, she's working at the cafe again today. I'm working this evening, as I said. And the jet boat has gone, so now it's nice and peaceful and calming. But I am tired. Whoa. I am so tired. The goal would be to wake up at like 7 in the morning every day and go to bed by like 10:30 every day. The goal, absolute goal. So we're still in the planning phases of these videos. Still trying to work out how best to capture our lives with also living our lives. It's this weird feeling of wanting to be present but also wanting to capture something and getting dragged in between. Especially when we were up in the North Island with Tiana's family. It was like, what should we, can we? So if there's anything that you'd like to see from us, if it's more of like the Hya Wellness behind the scenes, if it's more of our day-to-day activities in our life, I still would like to get to a stage where I can film in a very elegant sense, but we'll get there. Some weeks I find, like this week, the priority is survival. A lot more work on both Tiana and I's end in a general sense for our hospitality gigs, and not as much energy can be transmitted towards Hya, so maybe that's marketing or planning or social posts or things along those lines. But then having to give that energy that we would normally allocate to Hya back to ourselves, so doing some breath work, going in the lake for a cold dip, going to the sauna or going to the gym, or just relaxing, switching our brain off, going for a walk without our phones. I'm really looking forward to putting more energy and attention to this, as well as when the weather gets a little bit better, there'll be more adventures, there'll be more sunshine. It doesn't get until dark until 10 PM here in the summertime, the peak of summer at least. So just food for thought. If there's anything that you'd like to see, please comment below. I'd love to include it. I'm working in about half an hour. Hopefully I won't be too late because I definitely would like to keep some energy for tomorrow morning. So what I'm going to be doing is some breath work just to ground myself back in, bring some more energy to the body, and see if I can kind of flush out any of this tiredness as well. So with breath work, there are a range of different techniques that you can do. Some breath work can relax you, some breath work can bring up the energy and make you feel a little bit more awake. So I think I'm going to do a little bit more of an in-between breath work today. Our sessions, they do change depending upon which sessions we host. If we host slow flow, breathwork and cacao, if they're by the lakefront, or if they're in combination with ice baths as well. Not in the ice baths, but in combination with. So making sure that you're not just lumping breathwork into one bracket. There's lots of different styles, lots of different techniques, and something for everybody. So today will be the Hya Daily. The Hya Daily consists of 30 breaths. 3 minutes, 30 breaths, that's all you need. So it's 5 breaths to begin with, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose just to calm your nervous system. The next 5 breaths will be in through the nose, out through the mouth. So a little bit more energy behind it, and then 20 breaths to finish for the total of 30 breaths will be mouth to mouth. So conscious connected breathing, no pausing at the top, no pausing at the bottom. We want it to be like a wave in the ocean. So there'll be a little bit more of an in-depth breath work and guided video coming up when I get around to it. So you're welcome to follow me on this breath work. If not, I'm just going to sit back and do it. And I'll put a link in the description once the breath work is live if you'd like to join. So this breath work is 30 breaths in 3 minutes, something that you can do at any time. But this is also a breath work that's designed to give you a bit of energy, so better in the mornings, either first thing, during the daytime, or maybe kind of in that afternoon period. Later in the evening time, I'd probably suggest something that calms the nervous system down a little bit more, which is more of that controlled nose to mouth breathing or nose to nose. So yeah.
A few minutes later.
The best way I can describe the breathwork practice is like, and you're feeling really full in a mental capacity, and then you do the breathwork and you lighten that load. You might drop it down to 50% or 40% or even further, but it feels like it does a really good job at just like cutting it down a bit more. Not only do I feel more rested, but I also feel more awake. And it's something that's really hard to explain, and to be able to share that, of being like, I think this is something that you would really benefit from, but it really comes down to the person who's willing to try something, to try to help themselves or help somebody else. If you're closed off to the feelings, to the experience, to the actual reward of what you can receive through breath work, I don't think you'll find anything in it. But if you're open to it, then of course. It's like going into a restaurant and already being annoyed, either from something external or with the people that you're with. And then you associate that feeling with the restaurant, with the food, with the service, and you just have this really sour taste in your mouth. And it's this being present, being open, being honest, and being there to receive fully, and not allowing anything external to influence how you feel or how your expectations or experience is. You know, I might say that I feel a certain way through the certain breathwork practice, but somebody might find that they feel a bit different, and that's because it's so individualized. Similar to how different people handle alcohol differently, breathwork is the same, depending upon so many factors, from how much cortisol is running through your body, how well you've slept the night before, if you've eaten recently, if you're hungry, what's your mental state like, are you thinking about work or the future? It's just really complicated. So I invite you to just try it. The Hya Daily, one of the other breathworks, Cool to Be Conscious, has an amazing daily as well. And just to see if it resonates with you. Might not feel right the first time, you might not be breathing correctly. Same thing with going to the gym. If you walk in the gym and you lift a weight incorrectly and it doesn't really feel like it's doing anything, or you might hurt yourself a little bit, you're not going to say that it's the gym's fault. We have to take responsibility for actions that aren't properly executed or given enough time to breathe. You have to go to the gym a few times, or ask for help at the gym from a PT or somebody there that has a little bit more experience. Same thing for breathwork. You can try it yourself, or you can come to one of our classes. You can reach out to us directly. We offer private sessions. If this is something that you're wanting to work through, it has to be something that you're willing to work through and give some time and energy as well. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I've got about 20 minutes until I have to go to work, so I might just try to rest and have a little bit of a lie down. Or maybe I should make a smoothie. Maybe I'll do that instead.
Good morning. We are just in the car and we are on the way to Lake Hawea Station, where we are helping with an event. We are going to be doing some breath work, some meditation, some ice baths. It's going to be really good. I think it's a nice intimate group of about 8 people. So yeah, just on the way. Had some brekkie, got a coffee. All our things are in the back. Looks a bit messy in there, but
Organised chaos.
it's organised chaos. Yeah. And I was just chatting to Michael and just expressing how tired I am. Just so tired from our trip in the North Island, and then just getting straight back into work, straight back into uni assignments. And I was just sitting here thinking about all the things that I have to do. Because my to-do list is really long right now. So I'm just going to do a little bit of breath work to try and make myself feel better, because you know, you've got to practice what you preach. And yeah, I will check in once I'm done and hopefully feeling a little bit better.
A few moments later.
Honestly, I thought I was going to jump back on here and be like, oh, I feel so much better. But reality is I don't, and it is okay sometimes. It's just how the cookie crumbles, and I know it's just because I need to stay a little more consistent, and probably doing a minute of breathwork in a car with music going and going around corners and vibrations and noise is probably not the best place to do it either. But look at this. Lake Hawea Station is 15 minutes from Wanaka and is New Zealand's first carbon zero farm focusing on regenerative farming. We have worked with them in the past 2 years, holding events across their multiple site locations. Richie is their wellness director and has been amazing in supporting our small business to grow. Tell us what we're doing.
I'm going to be really quiet, but we've got 7 people in this beautiful location, all doing a sound bath. We'll go have a little bit of a walk around the house and pop our heads in. But we've held 2-3 sessions here, and it's always so stunning.
Got some ice baths. Gotta allow ice. They're a bit too full, so we need to empty them. The day starts off with a sound journey, which if you haven't tried, we highly, highly recommend. Today we're working with Lo, who is a best-selling author, wellness educator, and has been dubbed the Body Whisperer. She is an expert on all things holistic body care, fascia, alignment, emotional health, and movement medicine. Then it's our turn to guide some relaxing breathwork, followed by some ice baths outside.
Out through the nose, being conscious of the breath, being conscious of the air coming in. Just let the mind relax.
Just gently awakening the senses to the breath. Your body, knowing that your body can do this. Allowing these sensations, not worrying about the noise that it creates. Nice active inhale, expanding. Passive exhale, almost like letting that breath fall out on the exhale. Stretching out the body. Allow your whole body to get into it. Awesome, thank you so much.
Me is pain-free this time for months.
Wow.
Just at the moment.
Yeah, that's
Any rate,
amazing.
it's cool, eh? I think it was the water.
Yeah, wow.
After a short break, Lo then shared her magic and guidance with the group, which I was lucky enough to join in on. But we're going to do it inside because I think we'll start to tune in and look after ourselves and support the system, and it just heals. You don't have to think about it. It does that almost, right? You don't have to think about it. So getting out of the head and into the body, that's what somatic healing is all about. Or sensory receptors, and that's, which is kind of crazy. So actually, when you shake and bounce, this is a great way to kind of wake up some of those receptors. This is a somatic healing practice that helps people do. Open your mouth as you exhale. Beautiful. Nourishing the desiring on our planet. And as you go back into your everyday life, so that you can walk your true path with more authenticity, more joy, more pleasure, more fun in your body, with love, to be compassionate, and into your spinal cord with that amazing selves.
Hi everybody.
We're just leaving the station now. Such a beautiful day. It's full blue skies.
Yeah, it went from grey, wet and windy to blue skies, and it's always so interesting going into these events. You're always so like kind of in your head about like how will people receive or what will they think, and like there's so many variables that kind of make it a bit daunting to host and hold these events. But it went really well. It was nice to be able to like work with like-minded people.
I got to enjoy some of the practices as well. I did some of the we're going this way. I did some of the fascia releasing somatic exercises with Lo, which was really cool.
That looked awesome.
Yeah, you can definitely feel your whole body just vibrating afterwards. It was pretty epic. Can't wait to try more of it. It was really good. So yeah, I'm very excited for some lunch though. I'm feeling very hungry.
Yeah, me too.
It's 1:30 now, and when did we have breakfast?
Like
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So feeling hungry.
Yeah, look at
this. Wow. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Good morning, everybody. Sunday today. A very relaxed Sunday. T's actually working at the coffee shop, and it's a beautiful spring day. The rain subsided and now we have some sunshine. I definitely find that when the sun comes out, so does my happiness. I always forget how much weather plays a massive role in my mental health and my mental well-being. But a very admin-based day today, so not a lot of filming. Just want to jump on here and say thank you so much for watching the whole of our week 2 of Hya Journeys. If you like watching our content, please like, comment and subscribe. I know it's a bit cheesy to say that, but it really does help us out knowing what we should be producing. And if there's any ideas for what we should be filming, we've got ideas on hikes and breathworks and other cool places around Wanaka area to show everybody around, as well as kind of our more day-to-day activities. But yesterday with Lake Hawea Station was super special, so thank you for joining on that trip, and I'll see you for next week's Hya Journeys week 3.